Okay, so with Inventor, when you've got this screen up, the first thing you need to tell it is that you want to draw something. And so to do that, we're going to click Start 2D Sketch up here. And we literally need to tell it, I want to draw something. So by doing this, I'm telling it I want to draw something. These are called work planes, but we treat them like pieces of paper. So we have to put a piece of paper down to be able to draw on it. Then this ribbon is changed to our 2D drawings. And like I explained, we want to select the rectangle first of all. I'm going to show you two ways to draw things and add dimensions. So one is where we click. We might then say, using the keyboard, we'll type in the dimensions, so 120. And then I use the tab key, which is the key above caps lock with two little arrows on, and that jumps from one box. As you can see now, it'll jump from this box to this box. Now I can add the dimensions to there, and then I press return, and I've got that drawing. Now, sometimes it can look a bit silly like this. It's because the zoom isn't quite right, so we have to then use our zoom tool here to zoom out and see everything we can see. Now, I'm just going to talk you through the mouse and using the mouse to help you with zooming. So if I hover the mouse over here, I can zoom in there. If I press the shift button, if I press the roller button on the mouse as a button, instead of rolling it, I can pan. Quite handy. If I press the shift key and use the roller button as a key as well, and I press that down, I can then orbit, which is quite handy, okay? Then if I want to just get it back how I had it earlier, I can just use this cube to look at it in the orientation that I want it to be in. So that's a very handy thing to get used to as well. Okay. Now going back to how we draw, right now we're in rectangular drawing mode, and it's really important to use the escape key to go neutral. So I press the escape key and now I'm kind of neutral. I can then, if I want, select this and delete it. Okay. And now I'm going to show you the other way to do dimensions. I'm going to click a rectangle. I'm going to tell it I want to draw a rectangle. I'm going to click it. Now I've not put the sizes in. So now I can use the dimension tool to put the sizes in. Now I'm going to click this and drag it. So that's one click on the line. I can drag it and then a second click, and I can now write in my dimensions. So that's one click, two clicks, and now I can write in my dimensions and press the return key. Now, what happens is some students then finish the sketch. They then zoom out like this, and then they say, I can't delete things. I can't do anything. Who's had that problem? A few of you, okay. Now then, when that happens, it's because you're not in the sketch. So this browser bar here on the left, this tells you what you're in, if you like. So right now we're in full neutral mode. We're not actually selecting anything. So we need to go back into here and reactivate the sketch. You can see the colours change there. It's quite clear that we're in sketch 1, and now we can actually modify and delete things. So it's like telling that piece of paper to go active again. Okay. So when we delete things, I would like you to now play around with drawing different things and changing the dimensions in different ways and using the view bar to just check out different views and ways you can do it. Has everyone got that?